How is it going, guys? It is 2-Minute Tuesday, and today we're taking a look at these little guys. If you tend to do your own maintenance or you're working on your car a lot, jacking it up, putting it on jack stands, this is something that I highly recommend, because what can happen is those pinch welds you're using to jack up the car, they get bent, damaged, and just beat up over time. Because if you think about it, those pinch welds are a relatively thin piece of metal that you're putting a lot of weight on when you're lifting the car. So it just makes sense that they're going to get worn out over time. So these are a collaboration between Driven Media and Veris Engineering. These are the pinch weld jack pucks. These install onto your pinch welds and give you a much more solid platform to jack the car up by. They're made out of a solid chunk of aluminum, so they're gonna withstand the abuse a lot better than just the pinch welds by themselves. They're available in a black, red, or blue finish. Obviously, I've got the black here, and they're super easy to install. Already comes with the necessary hardware, and all you need is some red Loctite and probably 10 or 15 minutes. So let me show you guys how easy it is to get these installed. Before we install those pucks, I do want to let you guys know that we are extending the Driven Media sale. It was supposed to end yesterday, but we're extending it through the end of the month. So if you guys are wanting to pick up some Driven Media products, they are all 10% off, with a handful that Yo and I have picked out with an additional 5%, so up to 15% off, no code necessary. All you have to do is add it to your cart and the discount will be automatically applied. I'll leave a link down below with all those products. Before we install each of the pucks onto the car, take the set screws and apply a little bit of red Loctite or thread locker on here. And we're going to thread this into the puck so that the end of the bolt is flush with the inner wall of the pinch weld puck. Now you just want to do this one puck at a time, literally right before you install it onto the car. That way the Loctite doesn't dry up too quickly on you. So we're going to do this one and then go install this onto the car. We're going to be working on the rear passenger side. What you want to look for, if you didn't already know, is this area right here that has the 2 notches on the pinch weld. We want to install the jack puck in the center, or in between those 2 notches, and that is the jacking location. So again, right between these 2 notches, that's the location we want to install the pinch weld puck. So what I'm gonna do is install it with the bolt heads facing the center of the car. Honestly, you could install it this way like that, and it doesn't make a difference, but just for a cleaner look, I'm gonna go this route here. And we'll take the 5mm Allen key and we'll start tightening these down. Now you want to tighten these set screws down to about 6 to 8 foot-pounds, which is not that tight at all. If you have enough room to get a torque wrench in here, go ahead and use it, but you can just snug these down by hand as well. Again, doesn't need to be super tight, just needs to be snug. And with that Loctite on there, we don't really have to worry too much about the bolts backing themselves out from vibration or anything like that. Also, another thing to note, just make sure that when you are tightening these set screws down, that the puck itself is pushed as far up as possible. All right, there we go. Now we just got to do the other 3 corners. We've got all 4 corners installed. Obviously the car is up in the air, and now we can see that the arms are underneath the pinch weld pucks that we just installed. A lot more substantial area for those arms to use, or for the lift to use, instead of those thin pinch welds. And this way we don't end up with those nasty damaged pinch welds you see on a lot of other cars. And that is literally all there is to it, guys. It's that simple. It is a no-brainer if you care about your car. And even if you don't do your own maintenance or work, this is gonna make it so that whoever does knows exactly where to jack up your car and has less of a chance to mess up your pinch weld. So if for whatever reason you decide to sell the car later on, a buyer looks underneath the car, they're not gonna see some nasty pinch welds and assume that you didn't take care of it. So if you wanna pick up a set of these for yourself, the link is down in the description. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, comment down below. I am always happy to help. Another reminder that the sale on the Driven Media website is extended through the end of the month. So if you want to save on some Driven Media products, head over to the website. But that is going to do it for today. This is probably the quickest 2-minute Tuesday that I have ever done. I don't know if it's under 2 minutes, it's probably still over 2 minutes. But again, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.